I just recently completed my budget build of this 1960 F100 pickup, and I've had a lot of people ask me what exactly is a budget build, like how much I spent. So in this video, what I'm going to do is go over the expenses that I put into the truck and come up with a total. What I started with was this pickup here. It was a long box flare side, or not flare side, flare side I guess. And I've changed the bed on it since then and shortened it, so it's halfway between a long bed and a short bed. And the reason I had to make it a 7-foot bed is because it's sitting on a Crown Victoria chassis. And this is the Crown Victoria that I was able to pick up. So my expenses, the truck cost me $800, and I got that from a farmer out in Saskatchewan. And it's actually pretty decent shape, but I did have to do a fair bit of work on it to get it into the condition it's in right now. And the Crown Victoria, that was $1,200. It was recently retired RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police vehicle, and I bought it at auction, and I think I got a good deal on it. Mechanically, it was really good. Tires were good on it and everything like that. 160,000 kilometers or 100,000 miles on it. Drove really nice. Really didn't have to do much to it mechanically at all, and it was a good platform to do the swap on. And to get like the truck back to British Columbia here where I live was about $200. I had to be in Alberta anyway for something else, so I rented a trailer, and I figured the trailer rental and the gas was probably around $200. I needed a windshield, and I bought the windshield from also had a chrome grille and a bumper. As you can see here, the bumper and grille were in kind of tough shape, so I was able to get a decent chrome grille from I think it was a 2-ton grain truck out in Alberta, and the guy had a nice bumper for it as well. And the grill came out of that same grain truck as well, or the windshield came out of that same truck as well, and it was in nice shape. And then window and door seals and side mirrors, armrests, all that type of stuff. There's a whole bunch of things I ordered online, and it came up to about $750. That was through LMC Truck. And the style side bed that I've got on there was $450. Tailgate that I had one, but it was in poor shape, so I found a really good one, nice and straight, not rusted at all. And it was $400, a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it was in good shape. I just recently put the white letters on it. That turned out okay. And I had to put a flexible EGR tube on it to get the cab to sit far enough forward. That was $80. I had to change a rack and pinion steering boot. That was $30, and that's really all the mechanical work that I had to do on the Crown Vic to get it up to where it should be. I swapped some tires around. I had a rusty rim on it, so I changed that out and balanced the tires. That was $40. Had to get a wheel alignment on it to get it inspected, $150. There's a lot of patching on the cab and the floor and fabricating and stuff like that. The tire back of the bed here, lower roll pan, and in these sections here are all fabricated as a whole bunch of other stuff is. So I went through 2 sheets of 16 gauge sheet metal, and they were about $100 each, so that was $200 there. Headliner I made out of fiberglass, and it's just a sheet of fiberglass that I picked up at Home Depot, and it's kind of textured. Can't really see it too good in this shot here, but it made for a nice headliner. I just used the old original headliner, which is poor condition, as a template or a pattern, and traced it onto that fiberglass and shaped it with a heat gun, and that came out pretty good. That was $90. Put spray and bed liner in here under this tonneau cover I built fair bit of sawdust in there from working on the tonneau cover, but this bed liner inside there, as well as bed liner on the floor inside the truck here. And I did that on the back wall and behind the seats as well. So that was 2 gallons that I went through there. And that was $250. I needed a new door in the passenger side. The passenger door was in tough shape. It had been repaired originally. I think I've got the original door still over here, and it doesn't look too bad, I'm sure, in the video, but I tried straightening it and I just couldn't get it straight enough. It would have required a lot of filler, and it had a lot of oil canning to it. I would have had to shrink the metal. A little bit outside my capabilities, so I was able to find a new door, or not a new door, but a good used door, and I just wanted to buy it, but the guy wouldn't sell me just the door. He wanted me to buy all the stuff he had for this generation of trucks, so it was a whole pickup load of stuff that I bought off of him. Wound up getting that door, this front fender here. Oh, there's so much other stuff. There's the brand new marker light lenses, tail light lenses in the back. Oh, things like windshield wipers, dome light. List goes on and on and on that I was able to use in the truck here. I paid more than what I wanted to. Originally it was $750. I even got extra grill and extra doors and stuff like that. And he had 2 boxes full of emblems, like hood emblems and instrument clusters and dash bezels and stuff. So what I did is I sold a lot of that stuff, and it worked out really good actually, because I was able to sell the extra stuff for around $1,200. So basically I got the door that I wanted for free, and even a little bit of money extra back. So it worked out good paying the extra money to get that door. Okay, and then I'm estimating that welding wire and gas was probably around $150. Shop supplies, like that's cut off wheels, grinding wheels, Sawzall blades, sandpaper, probably around $80 for that. I think I went through about $50 worth of body filler, tubular steel. That was, again, underneath this tonneau cover here. You can see some of it there, and whole framework here. I spent about $300 on that, but I do have quite a bit of that still left over. Paint, I did the paint myself, probably around $350 worth of paint. Seat belts and radio inside the truck. It was just a cheap Amazon Bluetooth radio, and the seat belts came out to about $150. The seat, I got had a pick and pull. It actually is out of a, what was that? It's like a Chrysler minivan, second row seat, and it works out pretty good. I think it was an 07 or something like that. And it was a special pick and pull for $20. So that was a good deal on that. PVC panels. Oh yeah, in the back here, these back panels are fabricated out of PVC. The original ones were in poor shape, and I cut about 8.5 inches off the back of the bed here to make this work. So the back end of the truck is all fabricated. So I bought the PVC panels. It was basically just PVC trim boards from Home Depot, and that was $50. The wood for the tonneau cover was actually free. That was about a 100-year-old Douglas fir tree that was right on the property here. So it had to come down, and I milled them up into boards and made it into this tonneau cover that also serves as a flatbed. It can support a lot of weight, so you can put stuff on top of it as well. So that was a nice thing there. That was free. Miscellaneous Hardware. There's lots of trips into town for nuts and bolts and stuff like that, so I'm just guessing. Actually, a lot of these prices I went by memory, but what I tried to do is estimate high, because I'm sure there's lots of little things that I missed on here. But anyway, I put in $200 for Miscellaneous Hardware, And then selling the parts, I mentioned already I got $1,200 back from that door purchase. And then also two, I didn't use the frame or the seat or the bed on the original truck that I got, and I was able to get another $400 out of that. So about $1,600 back selling parts. So the grand total of everything is $53.90 Canadian, or $42.35 US dollars was the total price of the truck. In the description, I'm going to put a link to my other videos about the build. I've got all the different steps in the process here detailed in videos, so if you want, please check those out. And I'm hoping soon the snow will melt and I can get this outside. I'd like to do another video summarizing the entire build, and then hopefully a couple of videos actually driving it. I've had it out last fall already. It wasn't completely done, but I'm really impressed with the way it drives. Drives super. It drives just like the old Crown Vic, which was a pretty nice driving car. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you got any comments, please let me know. And hopefully I'll get another couple of videos out soon.